Have you tried tracking your calories but you give up after a week because it caused you more stress than your boss at work? Like trying to log your meals at a family dinner at a Chinese restaurant, scratching your head and wondering how you're gonna do it. Today I'm gonna show you ways you can remove the stress, save time, and still stay on track with your calorie intake. First thing, if you're having more straightforward foods, like this roast chicken for example, when you're searching for the food on the MyFitnessPal database, opt for those with the green tick. So the entries with the green tick basically means that the nutritional info has been verified by MyFitnessPal itself. So at least this gives us a bit more assurance that, yeah, the information checks out. You can find these options with the green tick by clicking the filter button on the top right. Number two, another worry people have when they eat out especially is that they don't know how much food they're actually eating. Only people with the personality of a doorknob would bring a food scale everywhere they go. If you're not one of those people, we can use our hands instead to estimate the portion size. And to reiterate, it is not 100% accurate, but we're kind of just making do with what we can and aiming for the closest estimate. For example, 1 palm-sized portion of protein. Why did I find that very suggestive? Anyway, that is estimated to be around 115 grams. Operative word being estimate. And 1 cup 10 of carbs, like rice for example, is estimated to be around 130 grams. So let's use this roast chicken as an example again. Let's say it's about 2 palm sizes, 115 grams times 2, which will give me 230 grams. So let's imagine I'm logging this roast chicken now. So going by my previous point again, let's look for those only with the verified option. So there's already one here, roast chicken breast, that has the green tick. So what I'm going to do now is just change the serving size to grams. Then I'll just change the number of servings, so 230. And we'll log it as such. It's going to be very inconvenient and frankly speaking, a bit extra lah, if you were to bring a food scale out. So let's just work with what we have again. The third tip I have when it comes to tracking calories might get me a bit of flack. This is the laziest way to track your calories, but it also gives you the least stress. Is it going to be 100% accurate? Absolutely not. So for example, if you're having a big meal like a family dinner at a Chinese restaurant or you're having a buffet, it's going to be impossible to track every single thing you're eating. Chances are you're going to be going for second servings, you're going to be taking different foods. It's just, in my opinion, too much effort to be logging everything and estimating the weight and the type of food. So what I would rather you do is this. So when you go to add food, you will see a list of options below the search bar. So one of it is this quick add function. So click on that. So what this basically is you can just log any amount of calories without worrying about how much carbs there is, how much protein there is. Which, don't get me wrong, it is important to know these things, but again, for meals that are super hard to keep track of everything, we are better off just aiming for an estimate. So what I would do is, let's say it's a big meal, input a number that's pretty high. So let's say anywhere between 800 to 1000. To err on the side of caution, let's aim for 1000. So rather than sitting down at your family dinner, then like worrying about, oh, how much is this kolo yok? How many calories is this? And you need to search for the right option. Save yourself the stress and potentially getting ridiculed by your relatives. Just do this. Last but not least, this is another thing that causes people a lot of stress. Let's say you're having a food that's not, say, very common and you can't find it in the MyFitnessPal database. I'm going to use this garlic cream cheese bun that's from Bar Cook Bakery. That's an example. I couldn't find the exact thing in the MyFitnessPal database where I searched garlic cream cheese bun. So this is what I did. Searched garlic cream cheese bun. There are some similar options like right at the top, but nothing that's really 100% similar. So what we can do in this case is search for a close alternative. So if I can't find garlic cream cheese, I'm just gonna search cream cheese bun. Okay, then right off the bat, we already have some options, even some verified ones. So what I will pick in this case is this cream cheese iced cinnamon bun. It's a totally different food item, but the ingredients are similar, which is kind of the gist of all this. So there's cream cheese, it's a bun, there's likely a lot of butter used. Calories and macros should be pretty similar as well. So that's just another way of how we can remove stress when it comes to tracking our calories and not aiming for perfection. Because to be very frank, that's where most of our stress comes from. We think we can somehow get all of this 100% correct, when the reality is even registered dietitians don't get it 100% correct. So much less mere mortals like us. The key thing to always keep in mind is that we are just aiming for the closest estimate. Again, estimate being the operative word. Tracking calories has gotten a bit of a bad rep over the years because it's been deemed to be stressful, obsessive. I've even heard people calling it oppressive, like Adolf Hitler forced you to track your calories. It gives us a very tangible guideline to work within. And at the same time, we should make it as not stressful as possible by using the tips that I've just shared. So I hope this video has helped, and if you like this video, you might like this one over here.